Hello and welcome to That Booty, the channel where we approach spirituality with curiosity and discernment. I'm very grateful that you joined me today as we are going to approach a topic that sometimes gets overlooked, and that is learning not to fight for the attention of others. So, in the world that we live in, everything's about marketing. It's about how many eyeballs are on you or a certain product that you're trying to sell. And we can often feel that if we don't have the validation of other people, that what we're doing is not worthwhile, whatever it may be, right? Even, for example, somebody trying to lose weight might not be as motivated to do so if they're not sharing their story with others. And there's nothing wrong with sharing, and there's nothing wrong with shared accountability. But when it doesn't come naturally, when it doesn't flow, it can be detrimental, because many people will confuse that lack of engagement with a lack of self-worth. And I was reflecting on this the other day. I actually have my journal here. And I wrote, "There's no need to fight for the attention of others. Just focus on the attention you pay to yourself." So there's no need to fight for the attention of others. Just focus on the attention you pay to yourself. When we desperately seek answers outside of ourselves, we are usually doing so from a place within, a place of lack that's calling for acknowledgement. So instead of going within, usually, ironically, our answer is to go outside of us and figure it out that way. One such way that people do this, and I made a video on this ages ago, but when you're guidance dependent, for example, always asking other people for advice, or even going to psychics, paying people to tell you what to do, it's severing the connection you have with your own intuition. Why do we lose touch with our intuition? Because we're not taking time to be with the true self as often as we need. And that requires stillness, that requires consistency and dedication. And it's easily lost in this world where we're being pulled in multiple directions. And especially when it looks so easy for those people that we tend to compare ourselves with, who are getting all the attention, all the recognition that we desire. So we attach ourselves to what we perceive as success or a successful person, and we try to pursue that so we can validate ourselves externally through external circumstances, right? We need somebody else's attention. We crave to be seen. And this also happens, this happens in a large amount of different scenarios. So we have this especially in relationships, where you may be clinging to a partner or the idea of a relationship, so you're trying to force it to happen, you're trying to force it to continue, or to move along a certain route. And what really may be needed is for you to regroup within yourself and say, do I still want this? Or why do I want this? What is lacking within me that is necessitating a hole to be filled, really? Why do I feel like I need to have somebody tell me that they love me 20 times a day, whether it be through a like button or face to face? We need to constantly check in with ourselves, and it's a daily thing. It's not something that you just do and then forget about, because as soon as you lose the momentum, it's very easy to get lost in daily routines and other things that can take precedence in the mind space. So the more we fill our mind space with things that are a priority, the less we make ourselves a priority. And then when we lose touch with ourselves, we forget how to get to the bottom of what's really driving us, of what's really making us feel how we're feeling. Even if it's a good thing, right? We don't need other people to say, hey, you know, you look like you're great, you're doing great, your health is amazing. You know, you feel that within yourself, and that radiates outwards, and it does often attract a certain type of recognition. But to have to fight for that, to make that your main goal, to have that response, that's missing the point of paying attention to yourself first. And also when you do that, no matter what comes at you, positive or negative, because attention can be either of those things, right? Or sometimes even neutral, but no matter how it comes up to you, you're less likely to be reactive or dependent on how people respond to you. Because you know your intentions, you know your motivations, and if you didn't take the time, you would be ignorant to those things, right? And so people would be able to shake you a little bit more easily. So I just wanted to remind you guys to check in with yourselves often. Know that how other people respond to you is not who you are. It doesn't determine who you are. So focus on you first, and the rest will flow. Namaste.